Title: Niger's junta stands strong, ECOWAS in checkmate? Regional bloc's threat of military action falls flat. TLDR. 1 week after ECOWAS, Economic Community of West African States, threatened Niger's coup leaders with military intervention, the junta hasn't blinked. The regional bloc's deadline has passed, but the putschists appear to be holding firm. Even though a standby force has been ordered, there's no clear plan, and the junta seems to be gaining ground. Meanwhile, the citizens face rising costs and scarce resources, and Western nations are left with dwindling options. Is this a checkmate for the regional powers? The standoff, a game of chess. 1 week after ECOWAS threatened Niger's coup leaders with military intervention if they didn't reinstate ousted President Mohamed Bazoum, what's happened? Crickets chirping. The junta hasn't acquiesced, and no military action has been taken. The putschists are holding all the cards and seem to have cemented their rule. But why is ECOWAS playing footsie with the coup leaders? The regional bloc ordered the deployment of a standby force, with Nigeria, Benin, Senegal, and Ivory Coast ready to contribute troops. Sounds serious, right? But there's no clarity on when or how this might happen, and some say it could take weeks or months to get rolling. Junta unmoved, civilians struggle. The coup leaders seem firm, with the US and France stuck in an awkward spot, needing to continue security cooperation in the region. Meanwhile, the folks on the streets in Niamey are calm, more concerned with feeding their families than political turmoil. But the sanctions imposed by ECOWAS are taking a toll, with rising prices for essentials like cooking oil and rice. And what about mercenaries from the Russian-linked Wagner Group? They're already accused of human rights abuses in other African countries. Is that a brewing storm? The humanitarian toll. With the youngest and one of the poorest populations in the world, the sanctions are expected to hit Niger hard. Aid groups are struggling, and civilians are facing a dire situation. Humanitarian and protection needs are piling up, but it seems military gains are overshadowing these urgent issues. We cannot overstate the impact on civilians, said Jan Egeland of the Norwegian Refugee Council. What's the real cost of political power plays? Conclusion: a checkmate or a stalemate? The saga continues, with the coup leaders standing firm and ECOWAS seemingly paralyzed. The putschists are preparing for a fight, but the regional powers appear reluctant to take the plunge into potential chaos. The West is left with limited options, and the humanitarian crisis looms large. But here's a question for you: is this a checkmate situation for the regional powers, or just a stalemate waiting for a fresh move? Are the putschists winning, or is the game far from over? And what about the ordinary people of Niger, caught in this geopolitical chess game? Who will make the next move, and what will be the cost? Let's hear your thoughts.